the onset. Despite the social media, it will know where to visit and where not to visit. So it still goes back to parenting. It still goes back to parenting. Oftentimes, parents, we have failed in so many areas, and we are now looking for people to what? Teachers.
Teacher, yeah.
No. If you do give your child the right values and the morals, the teachers, how many children do you have in a class? Nobody can know a child like the way the parent will know that child.
How are you reaching parents on this? Because you've mentioned parents so much in this discussion. Does NDLEA have any plan or program to actually reach parents themselves?
We do.
Okay.
Like, for example, we go to schools, there's their parent forum, we speak to them. All these CDS and all that, we speak to them as well. Like I said, marketplace, where we know that we have plenty of women, because, mother, we are the most important in the home. We are the ones that take care of the husband and the children. We speak to them. But oftentimes they are too busy. Availability.
Everybody has to make ends meet.
Yes.
Is the same children you are struggling
at the detriment of our children. Most of my clients will say, Madam Titi, I wish my parents would give me affection than the money they are giving to me. There's a void in every child.
It's that void they want to
Exactly.
cover. It's that void. All right, so in your professional view, what long-term strategies or policies should Nigeria focus on to drastically reduce drug abuse among young people? You remember that there was a time somebody was saying, maybe one of these social media influencers was saying that if NDLEA wants to work well, that they actually need to start testing even our lawmakers on this issue of drug abuse, because of the way some of them behave and portray themselves. So when we want to talk about long-term strategies, this fight against drug abuse, I know you people are doing a lot.
Thank you.
But what would you suggest that they be?
I would say for us to really win this war, I go back to parenting again, honestly, for me. I go back to parenting, because if we're able to prevent this thing from happening, I think that's the best thing. Like I said, if you said, okay, treatment, how many treatment centers do we have? How many, if they're all over the place. And these children, they are children that have, children that have future, they have great destiny. So we need to curb it from the scratch so that there won't be what? That problem will not even come up at all. Look for solution, and the solution is that the parents should show the real love to those children. The teachers should do the needful as well. In those areas when we were younger, when you get to zero in school, they will put your eyes, they will put your head and all that. What are they trying to do? They are reducing your self-esteem. And some of these parents, they compare a child to another. Why should you do that? Every child has a strength and a weakness. So why don't you do it on the strength of that child and bring the best out of that child? Everybody is important. Yeah. So I think all of us, we just have to do the needful. And when you see these people on the street or wherever, don't make jest of them. Look for a way to help them if you can. Most
of them are very aggressive and antagonistic.
I do agree with you.
Yeah.
But even a madman on the street, if you show that madman love, each time you will recognize it. Is it a lie?
No lie.
Just like a dog. It's garbage in, garbage out. Some of these are people that are wealthy. Look at for maybe like 2 or 3. Okay, I can sponsor this one for treatment. You are contributing to the society.
All right. So finally, for our viewers who may wish to report drug-related activities in their communities or seek help, how can they contact the NDLEA?
Okay. We have a free toll line.
Okay. All right. So what about email? Do you respond to email in case people want to report via email?
We are all on the social
handle.
We are all on the social handle at NDLEA. We are all on the social handle.
Okay. Now, I still want to ask you a question on this issue of rehabilitation. When these children come for rehabilitation, are they accepted from anywhere? All over the Federation? All over the Federation.
Okay. But the thing is, when they come, we do what we call assessment. We clock them. There's a range that NDLEA can handle.
Okay.
There's a range we need to refer. So if it's above what we can handle, we make a referral to hospital, psychiatric hospital.
Psychiatric hospital.
If the person needs medication. Because what we do is psychotherapy.
Okay.
Yeah, counseling.
All right. So if the person is referred to hospital, the NDLEA still follows up with payment?
No.
Okay. That will be left for the family?
Yes.
All right. So because I know that so many people have little knowledge about rehabilitation centers. Because I have one woman too that has been asking, she needs to take her child for rehabilitation, but the rehabilitation center she got was in Port Harcourt.
Wow.
You know,
Is
so
that all over
yeah,
the
they are all over. So what they need to do is to call NDLEA and report such cases and get the help that they need.
Yes.
All right. So she has reassured that all you need to do, if you have children that need help, they need counseling, they need rehabilitation, the federal government through the NDLEA has a program and opportunity for all that. And that's why they have come on the program today to enlighten the public that there's actually help for your children or even an adult. Adults too can come for help. So it's for everybody.
There's no age limit.
There's no age limit. So you need
limits.
help, you can call the NDLEA and get the help and support that you need. And like she said the treatment is free to an extent.
Yeah.
But at least you can start something. Let them come and start treatment. All right, so it's free. Call the number, the toll line, and get the help you need. Thank you so much. We've been discussing with the Deputy Commander of Narcotics, Titi Lokpe Ogunloyi. She's also the Assistant State Commander, Drug Demand Reduction, NDLEA, Lagos State Strategic Command. Thank you for obliging this invitation and coming on Summit.
Thank you for having me as well.
Thank you so much. All right, so to end the program this morning, fighting drug abuse clearly requires collective efforts. It is not one man's battle. It is not NDLEA's battle alone. It requires collective effort. And then communities, NGOs, parents, individuals, let's join hands together to see that we help one another and be able to reduce drastically the issue of drug abuse in our society. We'll go on to the next segment of the program, talking about Lagos State and developmental strides of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Please enjoy the package. I'll see you again on the program. I am Jumoke Michaels. Bye-bye.
The only way to win this fight is for one of you to bring home a husband. Who do you think you are? Silver white, just like you.
Show me who will take over as Ozusi and Oyinsi of Ndiani when I journey to Eligwe.
Do you think that the path to greatness does not require great sacrifices? The price has changed.
Welcome to Niger Steppers Showdown.
We're competing for the Niger Steppers Showdown.
Gbogbo tí Abọ́bakú bá fẹ́ ní gbogbo ìlú gbọ́dọ̀ bá fẹ́.
Abọ́bakú gba ilẹ̀ bàbá yín.
Èmi ẹkùn nìkan pẹ́rán nìkan dájẹ́ èmi ọ̀tá gbẹ̀rẹ̀ níjà. Èmi dẹ̀ ní ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kejì òrìṣà.
Mgbe nsogbu adịrọ, oge elugo mgbe m ma gwa ndị a na m abụrụ egwu achị ụtaba n'aka were agba.
Sabon tauraron Arewa ya dawo. Mafi girma, mafi ƙarfi, kuma mafi ɗaukar hankali.
Driving makawan ATM ne for driving slow.
Zan wuce kushewa. Zango na biyu. Waƙa ce, sha'awa ce, tafiya ta ci gaba.
Got a major boost as high-profile stakeholders in the All Progressives Congress (APC) endorsed the president for another term of 4 years at a forum in Lagos. Although the endorsement did not come as a surprise, given President Tinubu's hold on the politics of the state since 1999, it was significant for a man who lost the state in the last presidential election. This time, all the stakeholders seemed to have come together in unison to give him the nod, and they are leaving no stone unturned in that regard. The decision was reached by thousands of the party's chieftains and members during the APC Stakeholders Forum 2025, held at Eco Hotels and Suites, Victoria Island. Some of the stakeholders included Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, two of his predecessors, Mr. Babatunde Fashola and Mr. Akewumi Ambode, Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Bafemi Hamzat, his wife Oluremi, and Speaker of Lagos State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Mudashiru Obasa. Also endorsing the president were members of APC National Working Committee and State Working Committee, serving and former federal and state lawmakers, appointees, council chairmen, as well as traditional, religious, political, women, youth, student leaders, and members of the Governor's Advisory Council. Equally present were members of the State Executive Council, market leaders, and community development associations. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said President Tinubu deserved to be supported for another term because he had fulfilled many of his campaign promises to Nigerians.
We need to still go back and set up working committees that will ensure that the useful paper that Governor Fashola has pushed forward to us, that it will work. All of your observations and all the things you had mentioned to us, they are things that we're going to take back to ensure that it is not just a talk shop and that we can take the lessons from what you have brought for us. Where commendations were passed on to what we're seeing at the national level, both at the party e-registration exercise that is going and also the continuous voter registration that is also going. All of these were well taken, were well documented, and we're happy that all of these are things that we have ticked out of the box.
It is this movement that was instrumental in also moving my son, the former Attorney General of Lagos State and the former Federal Minister of Works, who had also performed wonderfully during his tenure as Federal Minister. So we are indeed grateful, that all those being mentioned are product of our generation. So I want to thank God on your behalf. I want to commend Mr. President and all members of his cabinet. They are all devoted, they are all hardworking, and they are performing wonderfully for the interest of our country.
That we get at least 75% of turnout of people to register, and out of this 75% coming out, at least 85% of them must come out and vote for the party of choice, party of Renew Hope, party of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the APC. The membership registration has also been mentioned. Even organization that is not as powerful, as not relevant as a political party, they have accurate, data-driven membership register. The flag off of the Train the Trainer for the Southwest will be on November 3 and 4 in Lagos State for the Southwest. We know our governor, as usual, will support this effort to come to reality. We want to have accurate demography of our members so that when we are designing programs and activities, we'll be able to target them. For we must design program at the government level, at the party level, that attract the young people to our party. Our party must not be seen as the party that is alienating the youth, must be a party that identify, promotes, and mobilize the youth to its fold. It's our joy to be part of this forum, and we pray that at the end of the day, the target of ensuring that the APC continue to grow and grow in leaps and bounds in Lagos State and in Nigeria will continue. On the last note, some people are trying to gaslight our party, saying that we are moving towards one party state in Nigeria. At the same time, they said they want to chase our leader out of the asofila. This is mutually contradictory. We should not allow anybody to gaslight us. Let it be that all the 109 persons in the Senate are members of the APC. 360 should be APC. All the state of assembly should be APC. It is part of democracy. We must continue to mobilize, conscientize, sensitize, and ensure that the APC is the bulwark for electoral victory in all elections.
The motion endorsing Tinubu for another term in 2027 was moved by the Anyogbore of Ikorodu, Oba Kabiru Shotobi, and seconded by Honorable Obasa, the Speaker of Lagos House of Assembly. They said the president had done a lot in the last 2 years to qualify for the presidency in the next general election.
Pé ní dúró ilé ní ohun wa ohun ẹlẹ́dàá wa pé kó máa tẹ̀síwájú sí kọ́lọ́ndẹ̀ fún ọ ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti padà wá lẹ́lẹ́kejì àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run pẹ̀lú inú dídùn àti àlàáfíà tọ́ba rẹ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ báyìí wọ́n pé ó ti dé gbogbo 35 other states ní bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ nítorí Èkó gangan òun la mú inú ẹ̀kọ́ náà a máa bú báyìí ní ọ̀dẹ̀ ní ipa ọ̀dẹ̀ ní yọ.
We in Lagos State, we endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to go for the second time. So I moved.
In view of the submissions made by all the stakeholders and motion just being moved by our Royal Majesty of Ikorodu, I do hereby second the motion on behalf of my colleagues from Lagos State House of Assembly and the people of Lagos State. I so second.
So those are in favor say Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. It has been properly moved and properly seconded. And I believe that this message will get to Aso Rock, will get to Villa, and will get to all the nooks and crannies of this great country. Thank you very much.
On the performance of the incumbent government in Lagos State, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Bafemi Hamzat, said residents in the last 6 years had witnessed a remarkable transformation across all sectors under the Sanwo-Olu administration.
Groundbreaking initiatives in health, education, and youth empowerment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not, however, by accident. It came through deliberate plans and actions aimed at making life more meaningful for our people. For instance, to date, we have completed 276 road projects, including bridges, link bridges, and pedestrian infrastructure. We have also over 51 other projects that is going on at different stages of completion. One of them is the Mende or Jota bridge. When it is opened, it's a fantastic infrastructure that I'm sure that we will all like. And I think it's important for me to say this, because people say, we've seen on television when people say, oh, what is the cost of a road per kilometer? Well, it depends. It depends. So that bridge that we are doing at Mende, to do the road, the main road, we have to pay. Because you know that place has been a dump yard for long. It's a place where there are garbages, and in order to actually do that road, we have to sand fill up to 1.1 meter, something like this. So if you do 1.1 meter, and it's about 8 kilometers in terms of sizes. So because if it's one lane, you can't compare it to 2-3 lanes. So that is about 800,000 square cubic meter of sand. A tipper is only 5 cubic meter. So if you divide 850 something by 5, you are talking 300,000 tippers. So how much is a tipper of sand? So those asking those questions, those are the things they should ask. So similarly, work is going on at different bus terminals in Lagos. As you know, Lagos is a big city with millions of people moving every day. So we are almost finished with, we've done the Ipaja bus terminal, the Aja bus terminal and depot along the Ado Road, junction improvement and pedestrian bridge are nearing completion. Additionally, the construction of the BRT lane along Lagos-Badagry Expressway is progressing, with sections from Doyin, Orile to Mile 2 under development. As we all know, history was made last year with the completion and commissioning of the first phase of the 27-kilometer red line. This red line, on which passenger operation commenced October 15, 2024, is serving about 500,000 passengers every day.
Former Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, in a lecture titled Voter Apathy and the Sanctity of Election in Nigeria's Budding Democracy, said people should be mobilized and the youth engaged to vote during elections.
We must accept as a people that democracy is not defined, is not divine. It is man-made. And therefore, elections as a key pillar of democracy gives choice to people, and it must be sanctified by us. We created elections as human beings, not God. And therefore, we must sanctify elections by certain actions that I think we must take. And I think the first one I want to commend is that participants must recognize that to the extent that elections are man-made, there will be errors in any electoral process, no matter how great the country or the environment is. What we want to see is that those errors are reduced to the barest minimum. So it is not every error that will justify the nullification of an election. And I think that is an important point. There will be mistakes. You can't expect people who have different challenges to act perfectly in 150-something thousand polling stations on the same day at the same time. Some things will go wrong. People people will fall ill, honestly, things will go wrong. But we want to reduce the errors. Now, let us understand that some electoral outcomes can defy expectations of logical and rational people. But the question to ask is whether the electorate itself is always rational. And we have seen countries where we've seen the elections, who we thought were the most qualified persons lost the elections. And they accepted the results and they moved on. And I think it is important that we own this also and recognize that the electorate is not always rational. We are humans. The third point to make about that is that an election is an opportunity to share a message with people. I have learned that from experience.
Other speakers at the event, which included members of the Federal Cabinet and the National Assembly, also highlighted some of the achievements of Tinubu in different sectors since he assumed office on May 29, 2023.
To the needs of the citizens. And I'm sure the state governor, the local government chairman can attest to this. They have all recorded high level of revenues that are meant to support the management of their respective subnationals. So we have also witnessed initiatives like NEL Fund, which has provided educational loans to over 500,000 students across the country. And of course, there is also the Credit Corps, which has extended credit to over 150,000 citizens. And this shows a government truly working for the people, lies the powers around electricity management. And equally of note is the Data Protection Act. And recently, we just had the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Act as well, which has also improved the operation of insurance businesses across the country. So the legislative interventions will continue to form the backbone of the president's reforms, and they will provide clarity, institutional backing, and operational certainty needed to make policies effective and sustainable. Distinguished party members, ladies and gentlemen, we in Lagos, the Lagos Caucus, which is the cradle of progressive politics, have long understood what visionary leadership is all about. As governor, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, like we all know, transformed Lagos into a model of physical innovation, urban development, and inclusive governance.
The agricultural sector has been revamped. If you look at the oil sector, the income has rebounded. A lot of things have happened in just 2 years. And you're like, what were we doing as a nation before now? And some of us that campaigned for him, even before he said he wanted to be the president, we were campaigning to people and telling them that, look, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a man that has the political will. He has the vision and he has the action. And of course, now after 2 years, a lot of people can review what we have said and they will see that we know what we are saying. A lot of people think that, oh, things are so expensive. And those that are saying that things are expensive then, they will realize that even the inflation rate has drastically come down through the prices of food and everything. We are not there yet. Can we do better? Yes, we can do better. And this is why we are here, to review, to analyze, and to see how things can be better. And we have also appealed to the party leadership that this type of, retreat should be a continuous thing, probably quarterly or biannually, so that we can review what we are doing right and also, praise ourselves in the things that we are doing well. Because if we don't speak to what we are doing right, nobody will blow our trumpet for us. And this is the essence of the sitting here today. The leadership has spoken, some of our ministers have spoken, the stakeholders have spoken, the National Assembly has spoken, and you can see the cohesion, the cooperation, and the collaboration within the legislative and the executive arm of government. So basically, we are using this medium to appeal to all Nigerians that they should remain patient, they should remain, focused with this government, and they should love Nigeria first.
Chairman of APC in Lagos State, Pastor Cornelius Ojelabi, during the Stakeholders Forum, announced a 20 million naira prize money for the local government that recorded highest number of newly registered voters in the ongoing continuous voters registration exercise.
Go and talk to young ones, those that have misplaced their card, those PVCs that are defaced. This is an opportunity for you. No matter the love you have for Ashwaju, no matter the love you have for Babajide Olusola Sowolu, no matter the love you have for your council chairman, no matter the love you have for members of the National Assembly and House of Assembly, without the PVC, you will not be able to participate. Let us go out there and take our possession so that at the end of the day, we will use our PVC to attract investment, to banish insecurity in our land. To let you know that the members of the State Working Committee of your party, to ensure unity of purpose and encourage all our members to work together for the growth of our party, we will soon commence a tour of the councils to evaluate our cohesiveness, unity, and preparedness ahead of 2027 general elections.
All the stakeholders at the forum agreed that the Themes Plus agenda is not just a slogan, it's a blueprint for progress, a plan anchored on deliberate, inclusive, and sustainable development, from infrastructure renewal to human capacity building. Lagos has continued to move forward with incredible energy and purpose. They were urged to go back to their wards, local governments, and their constituencies as ambassadors of the APC, spreading the message of good governance, unity, and progress.
The only way to win this fight is for one of you to bring home a husband. Who do you think you are? Silver white, just like you.
Show me who will take over as Ozuisi and Oyinsi of Ndiani when I journey to Eligwe.
Do you think that the path to greatness does not require great sacrifices? The price has changed.
Welcome to Niger Steppers Showdown.
We're competing for the Niger Steppers Showdown.
Gbogbo tí Abọ́bakú bá fẹ́ ní gbogbo òlú gbọ́dọ̀ bá fẹ́.
Abọ́bakú gba ilẹ̀ bàbá yín.
Èmi ẹkùn nìkan pẹ́rán nìkan dájẹ́ èmi ọ̀tá ní gbẹ̀rẹ̀ níjà. Èmi dẹ̀ ní ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kejì òrìṣà.
Mgbe nsogbu adịrọ, oge elugo mgbe m ma agwa ndị a na m abụrụ egwu achị ụtaba n'aka were agba.
Sabon tauraron Arewa ya dawo. Mafi girma, mafi ƙarfi, kuma mafi ɗaukar hankali.
Driving makawan ATM nipper driving slow.
Zan wuce kushewa. Zango na biyu. Waƙa ce, sha'awa ce, tafiya ta ci gaba.
go die out. Whether you like it or not, I go to cash out. Easy, Tabajere, one baby, Talujere, Mama Fiwajere, Oshama, Dr. City, go to today, oh yeah, Dekajere, don't get that wale, I want back up for Kekere, any day, oh yeah, make me they let them know, say, yeah, please do your love. Some blessing will never dry out. Easy, Tabajere, one baby, Talujere, Mama Fiwajere, Oshama, Dr. City, go to today, oh yeah, Dekajere, don't keep that wale, I want that up for Kekere, any day, oh yeah, make we they let them know, say,
All I want to do now is dance.